Hey y'all, so can we just talk for a minute? Is that cool? Okay, great. So I wanted to come on and give you guys a life update because I feel like it's been so long since we even have done that, and then just sit and chat about it. So that's what the purpose of this video is for. You guys can sit and watch me do my hair as well. So I guess the very first thing in my life that is new is I have a new job, and it is interesting. You know, that's the over-encompassing word for something that you don't have many words for. It is stretching me, that I do know, in not only my knowledge, in my career, in my mental health, in my work ethic, in just about everything. And the crazy thing about, me even taking this job is I had prayed and prayed and prayed, and I was like, Lord, I don't want to be out of position with any old job. Like, if this is the job that you want me in, if this is the place that you're calling me to, give me a sign. And I specifically asked the Lord for like very detailed signs. And unbeknownst to me, do not give the Lord a timeline. Like, just don't. But so he didn't give me this sign within the timeline, and so I was feeling a little discouraged. I was feeling like, okay, the Lord just is not speaking to me, so I don't know what I'm gonna do at this point. And I want to say a few days after the offer was made, and they gave me a few days to think about it, that's when he gave me the sign, like, yes, this is where you need to be, this is where I'm calling you. And that was just so assuring. And I just felt like I needed to tell y'all about that before even talking about this new job. But so I'm working as a behavioral specialist, which is another word for case manager. So I'm working with kids in the school system, and then just providing support to them academically, mentally, and providing support to their families out in the community. So that, like I said, is stretching me for sure, and I am just so in awe of how God moves, and I'm just looking forward to where this position takes me. I already love it, but we'll see how we feel 6 months from now. The next life update that I have to give you guys, unfortunately, I will be removing myself from like the main social media platforms. So that's Instagram, Facebook. Never really was on Snapchat or TikTok, but just know, previously my social media platforms were dry, but I tried to enter the scene to promote YouTube, or to just get my channel out there more. And yeah, I should have stayed away as my first mind, but I tried, and that has negatively impacted my mental health all over again, which is the main reason I removed myself from the scene. And yeah, it's not for me, and I had to relearn that, unfortunately, because it's one of those things where, like, social media is a platform to watch other people live their lives instead of you actually living your life. And that, in one of the ways, it's just so fundamentally backwards. Like, I get it, you want to stay updated with your friends and things, but just call them, just text them. Like, why do I have to like a picture of a facade that, is a moment in time? It's not the actual life itself, And so I think people, well, I'm not even going to say that, but just know social media is not for me, and I tried it, and again, it was a lesson learned. And the last thing I will say about social media, and then I'll get off my soapbox, but there are so many demonic influences on social media, and as a new believer, as a follower of God, it's one of those things, like, I do not need to be consuming that. It's not beneficial for me to be consuming that. So yeah, we're not. And so I rest my case. But the next update that I want to kind of talk about, and I've been talking about it, is just my relationship with God, where I am now and how it's developing. So know that I am still growing in my faith and in my obedience to the Lord. Yes, I'm very consistent in church. Yes, I post my Worship Wednesday videos, but it's one of those things where the Lord and I communicate mainly through music, through my worship, through praise. And if I stop doing those things, it's like I lose my lifeline, my oxygen, and I would be back in the same position I was before God, and that just is not a place I want to be back in. So yes, still growing, and I am constantly practicing or just re-establishing that I need to make room for the Lord in my day-to-day life. And I notice the times where I am not doing that. I have like really lethargic days or just really dull days. And the days that I am doing that, I notice like so much more meaning, so much more presence of the Lord around me, and I'm enjoying that. So making room for Him is a constant, reminder that I have to make. And then next, I just kind of want to thank the community that is around me, who helps me maintain my strength in following the Lord and reaffirming the words that He has given me, and just really supporting me through this walk. Because if you are a Christian, or if you're just a believer, a follower of God in this journey, it is not easy. So the community around you really matters to help you stay consistent in that. So again, thank you, and I just so appreciate the Lord for bringing them in my life. And a key point that I want to touch base on is, I am walking in love, which is very different than falling in love with the Lord. So in earthly terms, falling in love, it happens so quickly, and then you're engulfed with this person, and 9 times out of 10 it doesn't always last. It doesn't always work out the way that we want them to. But walking in love is more intentional, is more gradual. It's one of those things that I do not want to rush the process, because when I am in love with the Lord, it will be legit. It will last. It will be as strong as it needs to be to, maintain that relationship with the Lord that I seek. So yeah, that's what I mean by walk in love with Him rather than to fall in love with Him. Because yes, I love Him. He knows this. But again, I just don't want to rush that process. And lastly is I wanted to mention how attentive He is to me, and I've noticed that, and I so appreciate that. Like, it's just such a beautiful thing to see, and to have that reaffirmed when He is being attentive is like, thank you. Like, it's such a humbling moment. Like, I don't deserve it, yet you do it anyway. Thank you. And mentioning that, I just want to be more attentive to him. I want to know what he wills of me. I want to just be more grateful for the things I take advantage of, because mind you, he doesn't have to do a lot of the things that he does, but he does them anyway out of the love for us. And so it's one of those things that I want to, in any way that I can, just be attentive to him and what he has called me to do, what he is doing around me, and what my role is to play in his kingdom ultimately. And yeah, I guess that's really my life update. Every other area there is this, I don't really have any complaints. I don't really have anything to develop on. The only thing that I will leave you guys with is just look out for the upcoming videos on this channel, because it's gonna take a slightly different direction, but again, the center being music, psychology, and the Lord. Always, always, always. But I want it to be, like, although my channel is already very authentic and I love that, I want it to be even more natural. I want it to be less edited me, and just give you guys the raw, unfiltered journey with Misfits List. And I hope that you guys will stick with me throughout the journey. Know that I love you guys, and I look forward to continuing to grow with you guys. But yeah, that's all I have for you so far. Thank you for taking the time to chat with me, because I missed these settings. And yeah, I hope you enjoy the video.